Hello everyone and welcome back to Stronghold Definitive Edition, continuing on with the Swine's Bay campaign as part of the overall dual campaign. We need to reach the flag across quite a long stretch of plain and with not many troops. We're going to have to work pretty quickly to get ourselves where we need to be. I have had a quick look at this map, so I've got some idea of what strategy I want to deal with. It's going to require a lot of kind of ducking and weaving and winding and bobbing our way through this land. One thing I've noticed is there's not a huge amount of archers in general that I can see across the map, which is quite useful, I would say. So we need to make best use of that as we can. There's some archers here, some crossbowmen here, so we definitely don't want to go that way. And there's some archers up by that fort. But I think we can make this work. We just have to be careful and effective in our planning. We will have some troops charging us as well, I noticed when I first loaded it up. But beyond the first minute of this battle, I don't really know what I'm doing, so we'll have to see. These troops up here might prove problematic for sure. I don't really want to incur the wrath of any of the archers either. My hope is that by staying very close to this edge, any troops who are coming this way are going to kind of ignore us. That may not be the case. I really hope they do, because we don't really have the forces to take them on, in all honesty. I think we'll probably have to take on those macemen, but I'm hoping these pikemen we can avoid, because they are tough cookies. Get yourself as close as you can into that land, please.
Aye, sir. Head in there now.
We just don't want to get anyone attacking us because we've got people coming down here as well. But those pikemen are backing off now, which is good. We might have these macemen to deal with. As long as it's only a few macemen, that's fine. There's more macemen coming in. I believe the macemen always charge in at the very beginning of this mission. Just as long as they stay down there and don't come for us. Which I think some of them are. Which is not very helpful. Okay, that's fine. We should be able to deal with them with our crossbows and our range in general. Thankfully the pitch will make things very slow for them to get through. I don't really want to fight all these macemen if I can, but I may have to. Let's put these macemen on aggressive stance so they actually go and attack the others coming into attack. But I don't want them to move too close, as it were. Or too far on and then get killed by the overwhelming amount of mason coming in. I'm actually going to get them to move. At least the crossbowmen and archers. No, I'm not. Back to where you were, please. Don't let the mason kill you. Hopefully the... Okay, we're going to lose an archer, I think. That's unfortunate. This pitch is actually going to work in our favour, I would say.
Aye, sir. Righto.
I didn't really want to fight these macemen. I was hoping we could get away with not fighting them. But it looks like we haven't really had a choice in the matter.
Your lordship.
Okay. We've taken out some of them. Pretty much all of them, in fact. These pikemen are coming back in. My hope is we won't have to fight them. I said if we can stay in this corner we might, because I want to get to this hill here, so I'm going to speed up game time, or game speed even. I want to get to that hill because that's going to provide our archers, our ranged troops, a really good point to fight from. We probably will have to take on these pikemen, but I'm hoping we can do it on the hill as opposed to here. But no, they are going to come in now. So our own pikemen will go in as kind of a deterrent more than anything else. I want to not kill that pikeman coming in. He's the problem. Thank you. Okay. Our pikemen are purely here just to kind of defend our ranged troops. Our ranged troops are by far our most important troops here. Next group of soldiers take on is going to be these spearmen up here. And I think we're going to cut down onto the mainland again, on this kind of peninsula. It's not really a peninsula. but cut on to this kind of main area because I don't want to really have to go via the ranged troops. I'd much rather take on more melee troops.
Aye, sir.
So we'll leave our pikemen here
Head in there now.
to plug up the gap. So any troops that come in will deal with pikemen. Obviously they're very well armoured and they're pretty good defensively. So let's take out these spearmen next. And thankfully those spearmen are pretty weak to range, even archers, but when you add the crossbowmen in, even better. Okay, we can start moving. Let's get our
Walk with
pikemen
pride.
down there and our ranged troops following along. I think my aim is to then cut through here, where those knights are, and arrive out here, because I don't really want to go past those crossbowmen. I don't think that's a good idea. I'd much rather take on the weaker spearmen in this part of the map. We do have one pikeman coming in to attack us, but that's not a problem, as well as these spearmen coming in. But like I said, the spearmen are very, very weak in general. I don't really have any major concerns about them.
I serve thee.
Okay,
Pikemen
move forward.
forward.
We will keep the speed on high purely because pikemen take a long time to walk anywhere. But this way we're avoiding the castle on the hill up there, which I don't think we'd win without a loss of a lot of ranged troops. So we don't want to deal with that really. So we'll start laying down some fire on these knights, and we'll wait for them to patrol back into us. We don't really want to engage with them unless we have to. We've got these spearmen as well. I'd much rather they come to us, which I think they are now doing. And although it would be slow, with our range, we should be able to do some good work here.
Your orders? Sorry, sir.
We'll move a little further forward, just so we can maybe engage in these spearmen as well.
Aye, sir.
Yeah, we should be able to be dealing with these knights without too many issues, I would say. I still want my spearmen. I don't want my spearmen to unnecessarily, or my pikemen, to unnecessarily run forward.
Your orders?
So I'm actually going to bring them back
In there now.
because the range should be able to do the job. Pikemen will put back onto defensive stance.
Your lordship.
We will have to deal with these spearmen, but that shouldn't be a huge problem, I would say. We'll just take these guys out, not because I think they'd actually be able to kill us, because we don't want to go chasing them when we've got bigger fish to fry. Now we'll go via this crossing here, because I think that's safer than going via the castle and incurring the wrath of the archers there. And while there are any archers, not crossbowmen, they've got a hill and wall to sit behind. I'm not sure they're people we want to really try take on.
Pikemen forward.
We'll cross this river, and then we should be able to use our range to take out these spearmen, or if they come in, it shouldn't be a huge problem. Okay, those spearmen were dealt with pretty simply. Now, we probably want to go... I think we want to get up on this hill here, because there's a bunch of knights and spearmen. Not any range though, there's any range up in the hill. So if we can take the hill,
Head in there now.
we can just use the range to best effect, really. At least that's my hope, my goal. I will slow down speed here, because this is going to require a lot more careful management, I would say.
Pikes.
Our archers are starting to do some good work over there.
With pride.
That's one of the archers dead with.
Forward.
I'm not sure they take on our own pikemen than our archers
Aye, sir.
or crossbowmen, as they are. Our rangers are a lot more important to us, I would say. Okay, once he's dead, things should be better. There we go, he's taken out. We'll deal with these spearmen down here,
Righto.
and then we're going to come down to this little rocky cliff, provide ourselves some defences. All we need to do is take out these archers with some of our pikemen. If they die, that's fine, but I just need
Your lordship.
I
I serve thee. Head in there now.
not that...
Shoulder. Your orders. Pikes.
I don't want that injured pikeman. These 4 pikes
Righto.
are going to charge
Run them through.
purely to go try and get the archers down, because I want to save my range as best possible, because we're going to need them to take on these guys up here.
Your
So
lordship.
you four are on aggressive. The good thing about our pikemen is that they are very good at dealing with ranged weapons when they're not crossbowmen. Basic archers against pikemen really struggle, which is excellent, so that's all we're going to use to our advantage. That's why I didn't really want to pass by the crossbowmen down here, because I felt like that would not go very well.
None shall
But
pass.
we're only sending a very small contingent of pikes, because I don't want anyone else to get involved in the fight until we're ready for them, because these pikes are starting to get involved now, which I didn't really want to happen, but
Walk
you know,
with bride.
so be it. If they're going to get involved, they're going to get involved. These four pikemen's job is purely to take out the archers. Nothing else really matters. So once they take them out, we can come up here with our own archers and do pretty well. We might lose a pike or two here, but that's fine.
Fodder.
Really, the only thing I wanted to happen was for us to be able to... okay, these guys can move up to here now, I would say. The only thing I want is these archers dead. Because once all the range is gone, we can use our range up here on the hill, and we use our pikemen to bottleneck this very thin cliff that we're hanging out on. So we're going to do that now. We'll get them all moving up. You can come over. There are a few archers in the fields over there, in the pitch fields, but we should be okay.
Your orders.
I don't mind those two archers down there. Because our own archers can take them on further down the line.
Aye, sir.
I just wanted these.
In there now.
I just wanted these archers on the hill dead. Because once we're up here, we should be able to do some pretty good work, actually. So we'll get our pikemen
So,
kind of the thinnest gap
walk with
possible,
bride. Your
because then they
lordship.
can act as kind of a rearguard action for our archers
Ready.
and our crossbowmen. And because it's such a thin gap, it's going to take any pikemen, like these pikemen coming in, a long time to actually deal with us. And actually they're putting back now for the time being, which is excellent, which means we can use our archers here effectively. I don't want these guys to move forward unnecessarily.
Pikemen, forward.
We'll move them to here and then we'll put them on the stand ground, because I just don't want them to be unnecessarily attacked. My main goal is clearing out these knights here. It's going to take a while, but those knights and these knights here are only real major concerns, I would say. I'd say we'd be kind of okay with the rest now at this point. Just the knights and the pikes. The spearmen I'm not too concerned about, in all honesty. These pikes are coming in, but they're coming in quite indecisively, so they're not coming in very coherently, is what I would say, which is quite useful. Look at these other guys involved as well.
Shall pass.
Pikes versus pikes with the occasional range weapon as well. We should be okay. We're starting to whittle down these knights, which is important, because even those 4 pikemen up there will be too slow to really react. As long as we can hold out here, which I think we can, and then deal with those knights, I think there shouldn't be a problem. So I'm actually going to speed up time here, because that will speed up the death of these knights, which is not by no means a bad thing. Okay, let's get our rest of our pikemen involved with this. Okay, we're starting to make good progress with those knights. We'll leave our crossbowmen up there for the time, our range up there for the time being, because we don't need all of our troops to survive
Head in
or
there
get to the flag. We only need, well, 1 troop to make it through. So as long as we can sneak past these knights, I'll send my pikemen down.
Serve thee.
I think we'll manage. Yeah, we got this in the bag, I would say. I thought this might be a tougher mission, but I think the route we choose, or the route we chose even, going up here and then looping around, we kind of avoided all the worst areas. There's still plenty of soldiers on the map, but I don't think there'll be soldiers that we can actually,
My boys, you
any soldiers that can actually pose any major real threat are either dead or very far away from us at this point. So we'll send our pikemen through.
shoulder. Sorry, sir.
And we'll send the archers down here as well. They can go deal with those knights. But the main thing is,
foothills of the mountains.
Yes, we've made it through. Victory. Excellent.
Victory.
Victory, and we only lost 25% of our troops. We had a very small force to work with, so I'd say that's pretty good, all things considered. So, what's next for us? Mission 5, Partisans.
The mountain rebels found us long before we saw them. They'd been watching our exploits ever since we arrived, apparently. I wasn't sure how impressed they were, but they seemed grateful for the extra soldiers we brought. Their base was well hidden in the mountains, and for good reason. No one would ever want to live there. It was a hard place to live, poor soil and harsh conditions, and what they wanted from us right now was to help them ensure their family's survival, whilst we slowly tried to build up their stocks of weapons.
Okay, this sounds more like an economic mission than anything else, and it looks like it is. 900 cheese, 200 meat, 50 bows, and 50 swords. I'm guessing there may well be some incursions from the pig as well. In fact, we can have a look at some of these hints. Manage local deer herds. If you kill them all, it takes a long time to re-establish in the area. Religion can tip the balance here, but beware once established. Religious has expectations. You'll need to raise plenty of gold here, figuring out what's the most profitable to sell. And don't be afraid to feed the vigils less to build up your food supplies. Gotcha. But for that you need to give them something else, i.e. religion, to balance out the books of popularity. So we'll just have to see. That sounds like an interesting, different mission, so I'm looking forward to that one. Even though this is the military campaign, I think that you can still do some really good economic ones as well. So thank you so much for watching. More to come soon indeed. Take care. Bye bye.